I were in charge of the world. If I were in charge of the world, I would have all the action figures in the world. I would have all my friends and my family like Christian, Thornton, Brendan, Holden, Wade, John, Jacob, and Andres. I would have my sister go on a 700-day cruise ship to China. I would have all the Call of Duty games in the world. I would have a flying car. I would sing all the songs in the world. If I were in charge of the world, I would get rid of girls. I would get rid of school. I would get rid of drugs. I would get rid of bad shoes. I would get rid of war. I would get rid of trash. I would get rid of Barbie dolls, like Barbie's dream house. If I were in charge of the world, I would bet off all of my comic books for all the Call of Duty games except Modern Warfare 2 because I beat it last night. I would get rid of all of the bad, really bad people, like the dude that started World War 2 and the Japanese army because they bombed Pearl Harbor when we didn't know. If I were in charge of the world, I would want others to know I am a chick magnet. I am a good sport. I am a great friend. Just ask Wade, Christian T, and Holden. I am a person that forgets to say I'm sorry to my sister. I am awesome at swimming, baseball, and basketball. I'm a person that sometimes is mean to my friends, and I would still be in charge of the world.
If I were in charge of the world, I would have lots of money. I would have no more animal abuse. I would have lots and lots of chocolate-covered strawberries. I would have 12,000 of them. If I were in charge of the world, there would be 1 minute of school, free clothes for me and my family. I would want all the chocolate in the world to be mine. If I were in charge of the world, I would give people who are homeless lots of money so they can buy a home. If I were in charge of the world, I would be able to make school 1 minute a day for everyone. If I were in charge of the world, chocolate would be considered to be a vegetable. If I were in charge of the world, ice cream would be considered a good snack to eat. I would have a flying car. I would give lots of money to poor people to buy homes. I would have low taxes so people can pay their taxes.
If I were in charge of the world, I would eliminate the color pink. I would go to school. I would want chocolate for dinner, lunch, breakfast, and snack. If I were in charge of the world, I would love my sister very much. If I were in charge of the world, I don't want smelly trash cans because it will be nasty. They are nasty. I won't want painful stuff. It will really hurt me. I don't want shots because it will hurt a lot. I would eat cookies every day. I would give people clothes, food, and water. If I were in charge of the world, others would know I am sweet, loving, and love everyone. I am sweet as cookies. I am sweet. I am a sweetheart as me being nice, and I am wonderful.
If I were in charge of the world, I would eliminate, absolutely destroy being sick. I would detonate every Barbie doll made. I would get rid of cold blankets. If I were in charge of the world, I would invent movies that you would feel like you were in. I would invent better technology. I would make jobs pay more. I would have skateboards that you could never fall down on. If I were in charge of the world, I would get a flamethrower and burn every can of lima beans to the ground. I would have a magnetized bowling ball and bowling pin. I would have a superpowers. I would shapeshift. I would be a truth detector. If I were in charge of the world, I would make every food taste good. There would be no, you're too small at roller coasters. And even if I don't make something right and I get in a big fight, I would still be allowed to be in charge of the world.
Oh, you're done.
If I were in charge of the world, I would like no more violence in the world because your family might die because of violence. I would like a toy box filled with Legos. I would like school to be 30 minutes long. If I were in charge of the world, I would like a big house with 10 floors. It would be 50 acres wide with an indoor and outdoor in the ground pool. I would like bus helpers to last the whole school year because the reason why I want bus helpers to last the whole school year is because I like helping my buddy Abigail get to the right bus. I would like if there was no sickness in the world. If I were in charge of the world, I would make moms stop feeding their kids vegetables because I dislike vegetables. I would make all my friends and family not be bad so they wouldn't have to go to jail. Homeless people would have more money than me so they could buy things they need. I would be very rich. I would like a chocolate fountain because I would eat the chocolate right out of the fountain. If I were in charge of the world, I would let people know I am fair, fun, nice, playful. I would also let the people know that I am sometimes mean, but I can't help myself, and I would still be allowed to be in charge of the world. Shantae.
If I were in charge of the world, I would delete mushrooms because they disgust me. I would delete beer except if you have it on special occasions like a party. I would blow up all colleges so I wouldn't have to go. I would eliminate guns and other things that can harm people. If I were in charge of the world, I would get rid of all drugs except medicine that can help if you're sick. I would delete robbers from the world and send them to space. I would tell people who call other people mean names to stop and I would send them to summer school forever. I would make Kelsey my sister forever and ever. If I were in charge of the world, there would be no money, everything would be free. There would be no Ravens football team. I would visit the pyramids of Giza. I would send my mean cousin who was 5 on a trip to Alaska for a very long time. I would make a home for homeless people to sleep in the cold winter nights or any time. If I were in charge of the world, I let everyone know I am kind, caring, and I share as much as I can. I try to find new friends as much as I can. I let everyone have turns when they want, as in the basketball and the basketball net and school playgrounds, jump ropes, and tons of other stuff. People would know I am someone who can't make up their mind, and I would still be allowed to be in charge of the world. Emily.